When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Cardinals will put total leather to crank us up. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He gets a block. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will start this game off with the football. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they use him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
The Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Fires to the tight end. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. Looking for a gap. It's Alexander. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts it down. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing. Execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Offense working from the pistol. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Lacey. Finds the tight end. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first. 2nd and 10. 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 And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking for space. It's Alexander. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He'll set up to throw. Here's a heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I love the way this defense is fighting down here close to their own goal line, right? They get a sack on the first play. Great coverage on the second one, knocking it away. Here comes a huge third down. Can they do it again? Can they come up with another big one?
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
No doubt who the quarterback was going to on that play. Down close by the goal line. There was only one dude that could make that play, and the quarterback found him.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He'll do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we've got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Moore will throw. Zings it complete to the right. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. This defense has been gashed, and they are backed up again with a 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Ran through the contact. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Cardinals come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll sneak it. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Off-play action on first down. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. It's Jefferson. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Moore to the air. Looking to scramble. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Handoff to the lone back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. That's reeled in. It's Hauser. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Dropping back, it's Lacey. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Line is set on third down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Cardinals decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. No fair catches here, looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team.
Going deep. And he's got it inside the 35. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down for this offense. Moore will throw. This time he's got it. Tripped up for the tackle.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Got his man downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. This offense has put on a display in the first half. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
35, Louisville, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Quarterback making adjustments. Moore to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He'll get rid of it. Working on the right. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a...
Makes the grab right down the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking for a man. It's Adams. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Starting to feel a little pressure. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
And the defense makes a big play, and you could see the quarterback. Once he bought time, started to roll to his left, the defense all reacts, comes to that.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught over the middle. It's Hauser. And he'll be brought down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down.
There he goes. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Moore will throw. Looking to scramble. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
He's taken down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And with the... point, they push the lead out a little further. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a man, it's Adams. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll send the tight end in motion. Using his legs, it's Coleman. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Now facing a 3rd. And long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy. One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Allen. Turning it on. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. White going to attack through the air. He'll throw it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Cardinals come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give out of the gun. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got him downfield. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. White wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they can't make the connection on third down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on the defense. You get 3 stops and you force that fourth down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Punts it out of the air. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too. We got to hold on to that thing.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft.
Converts on 4th down, still going. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered.
matchups on this week's slate. Conference rivals each coming in ranked in the top 25. Welcome, folks, to the Plains and Jordan-Hare Stadium, the home of the Auburn Tigers. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 11th ranked team, the Auburn Tigers. Bring Day Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Dogs will kick it away to get this game going. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So Auburn's offense comes on the field first today. Well, the final score from the last meeting doesn't really tell the story. Auburn hung tough at home. In the end, though, Kirk, Georgia just too much depth, and they pulled away.
Yeah, Hugh Freeze had his team ready to go, and playing at home obviously helped them as far as an emotional aspect to the game. But Georgia just too strong, and they have been for a number of years because of what Kirby Smart's been able to do. Can Auburn compete today, and then can they finish one of these games off and get a win?
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. He's running out of time here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. On the move now. Gets rid of it on the move. Nice grab. It's Simmons. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Back to throw. It's Knight. Defense is coming after him. Grab behind the line. It's Cobb. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
Here comes the 7th play of a good-looking opening drive, but it's 3rd down now. That's reeled in. It's Howard. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. First down now from the 30. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Took contact on the throw. Grabbed near the sticks. It's Coleman. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down. Auburn now operating in the red zone. Now in the red zone, it's Knight. He's got it, looking for the end zone. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Becoming a long drive. The 9th play coming up. Off play action. He's looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. Caught near the goal line. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's 1st and goal from the 2.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Goal line formation for the defense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
Wow, that is dedication in this running game. 3rd down and goal, you give it to the running back, and let's give credit to that offensive line. Good job of getting low and getting movement in the trenches there to give him enough room to get into the end zone.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He steps out at the 22. That's where the drive will begin. The Bulldogs offense gets their first crack now. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in the showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these two wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Looks left and finds his target there. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. He hands it off from the gun. Good enough for first down yardage. But the Bulldogs versus the Tigers is just classic. It's the Old South's deepest rivalry and the second most played in all of Division I football, Coach.
Yeah, a lot of emotions on the field today. These two teams hate each other. And yeah, the Tigers and Bulldogs have had each of their own ups and downs over the years, but when they square up, weird things seem to happen every single time.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Breaks into the clear. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Offense building momentum on this drive. It's a first down at the 44. Pass rush closing in. Swarm with a pass rush. The sack. This middle linebacker can play all over the field. That's how they bring him in the blitz, and he gets home.
Yeah, usually you think of this middle linebacker who's kind of a sideline-to-sideline player defending the run, but here the timing and the instincts as a blitzer coming right through the middle of that offensive line, and he gets to the quarterback.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Out of the gun now on third down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great hit to deny a touchdown. The Bulldogs will have to punt this one away. Looking to flip the field here. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They're going to run it here. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And it's Auburn in front as we take a break for the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Scanning the field. It's Knight. The sure hands. It's Simmons. You make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a first down at the 47. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. He dumps it off to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. Getting set. Here's second down. On the run, it's Cobb. Finding some room at the 25. He takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Tigers. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
they'll set up for the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Oh, that's a play you dream about as a defender. He gets penetration and times that hit up perfectly in the backfield.
Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Caught behind the line. It's Branch. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
The pocket breaking down. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. Gets past the 35. Gets into space at the 50. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
Caught in the backfield. It's Bell. He's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Here's the second down play. Looking to throw yet again. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Dropping back, it's Knight. Short pass finds the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. Caught near the sticks. It's Simmons. And here he goes. That's the 20. Touchdown. Over. They connect for 6.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense once again driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
No problem on the extra point, and the lead is 21-3 now. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it just outside the goal line. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get this lead or play it safe. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Grab down the middle. It's Young. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Looking deep down the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stockton. He's looking deep again. And it's hauled in. What a catch. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
And the point after is good. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his 2nd touchdown alone here in the first half.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. It's another deep shot. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a 1st down. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. He was successful with his first try. This one from 39 yards out. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Looking to pass. It's Knight. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, the Deep South shuts down when the Tigers and Dogs get together, and that's the case again here today. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Auburn and Georgia plays out.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with a pass game. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He beat the tight end for a completion. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. The short completion to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Dogs will have to kick it away.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the back. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Back to throw. It's Knight. That's caught. It's Cobb. Oh, great juke, and he's in the clear. Brought down and crosses midfield to the 46. Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's going to take off. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Caught near the sticks. It's Simmons. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. That'll put him over 150 yards today. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looking for a man. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. Catch made on the left side. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Looking to scramble. And he wisely decides to just throw the ball away there on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. So no hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Caught by the receiver. He picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a 1st down.
The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking downfield, it's Knight. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Hand off inside, looking for the touchdown. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on second down to bring up this third down. Now as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Running out of time in the pocket. He throws it away there, avoiding a mistake on 3rd down, and now a 4th down decision coming up. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. This is important, a chance to extend the lead here in the final quarter. He knocks it through with confidence, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? He breaks free. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. A completion makes it 2nd and short. To throw, it's Stockton. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Grab near the sticks. It's Young. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a 1st down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Pressure is coming. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense finally gets him down, but he showcased the shiftiness on that play. And the Bulldogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Throws it to the right. Makes the catch downfield. They make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone. The Dogs pick up enough to get a 1st down there. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Stockton. It's complete, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Back to throw again. Makes the grab. Can he get there? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Touchdown, Dogs. Great catch when they desperately needed it. So here we go. Fourth quarter. They've cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
The obvious move here is to go for a two-point conversion to cut this lead to 3 as time winds down. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Coach deciding to go for 2, trying to cut this lead to a field goal late in the game. And this is caught. Could be an important two-point conversion to get within a field goal here in the late stages. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Grinding away on the ground. They'll tackle him at the 27. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Looking for some space. It's Cobb. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Defense takes their third and final timeout of the half to talk strategy. Went back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Picks up the first, looking for more. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Stringing first downs together now. They've got it at the 48. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And now the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Back to pass. It's Knight. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They've got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. He'll hand it off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Fires it to the wideout. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
That decision to go for it on 4th down doesn't work out. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the pass is incomplete.